Story number 1. Is it bad that I doesn't let my boyfriend come on me? My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 2 years and our sex life is fun. We try out new things often, etc. Personally, have never had come on me. I look at it as more of a disrespectful thing, like I'm a napkin that's about to get disposed of. Because of this, he'll usually come on a towel or on himself. Yesterday I was talking to my best friend and our mutual guy friend and our sex lives between our partners came up, and that's when I told them I didn't let my boyfriend come on me. Our guy friend said that deep down my boyfriend feels some type of way about this, because a guy is going to want to come on his girlfriend, and that I should start at the very least letting him come on my back or something. I expressed this to my boyfriend, and he said it is true he would want to come on me. I would want to allow it for the sake of him since now I know this is something he wants to do, but how do I get over the fact that I think the texture is gross, especially on my body? Also, guys, my boyfriend is respectful of the fact I don't want him to come on me. He knows I didn't like it from the beginning, so I never knew that's something he wanted to do in our sex life until I asked. This is also my first serious relationship involving sex and exploring new things, so considering letting someone come on me is a thought I never had. Story number 2. I snooped through my girlfriend's phone, and I think I ruined it all. I snooped and think I ruined the relationship. I got an extreme suspicion that my girlfriend of like 6 to 7 months was cheating on me, so I snooped while she was sleeping, and I found messages between her and her friends saying how she'd love to fuck my best friend and he tried she would, and just many messages constantly slandering me to her friends. I confronted her without making it obvious. I went through her phone, asked her many questions about it, and she swore to me she has no problems with me or anything I do, and she swore on her entire family's life that she's never even spoke to any of her friends about my friends at all, but it's clear my eyes don't deceive me. I'm genuinely struggling to look at her face. What TF do I do? I completely understand snooping was completely wrong and out of pocket, but like what now? She's constantly talking about how she'd cheat on me if the opportunity was there with my friend. Like I personally feel disgusted. I'm lost on what to do, so I'm here at Reddit. Oop, I also forgot to mention she's at my house RN. I found this out last night, and she's currently sleeping in my bed while I've been in my kitchen all day. My anxiety crazy off the charts, so since I questioned her we haven't spoke. She was tearing up to me saying how she'd never ever lie to me, and she swears on it, bruh far. I just can't handle the lies to my face far. I suck at putting in deets. She also lives a lil far away, so kicking her out RN is quite hard due to trains. There's so many responses here, I didn't expect so much input. I'm genuinely thankful for all of it, and will individually respond in a few hours. I'm gonna send her home in the morning and call her out ABT it over text BC with my anxiety confrontation. Is defo not the one RN? I've asked her 4 times through the day, are you telling me the truth? She's fully been like, yes, why would I lie to you? Story number 3. My co-parent chose not to take kids when they were sick, now says I owe him the time. Choosing not to take sick kids during one's parenting time is not swapping weekends. Last weekend the kids were both very sick and my co-parent elected to leave them in my care even though it was his weekend. I had updated him on their symptoms, and he suggested they stay put. I agreed to care for them. I did not feel I could ask him to give up his time, but he offered. I am happy that was the decision, as co-parent had never chosen to participate in the care of sick kids and is a very heavy sleeper and is very difficult to wake up should the kids become sicker in the night or need something. Oldest asked multiple times not to go to dad's. When younger started to get sick, he asked the same. I did not share that with co-parent to spare his feelings. Now co-parent is asking when I will make up his time from when we swapped weekends. I don't know whether to explain that choosing to not care for sick kids is not doing me a favor, although I suppose in a way it is because I want the kids to be comfortable and cared for, and thus I am not obligated to pay him back or just give him what he wants without explaining the error in interpretation of the parenting plan. I want it to be clear that I am not seeking to deny him time. He will get what he wants. I always accommodate if possible. The question is of if I should clarify the parenting plan and that I don't owe him anything or not. There was abuse in the marriage, and so I am not very good at knowing when to stand up and when to just appease him. Story number 4. I just found out my wife of 10 years is having an affair. Throwaway, but I will follow through here. So I found out because I had this horrible feeling it is happening. I cannot explain it. I just somehow knew. She and I have not had good 2-3 years. COVID fucked us up. Raising 2 kids and having debt was not easy. I was out too much, but tried to handle my side of things. I am a good father, but I neglected her. I never abused her, aside from verbally sometimes being frustrated and passive-aggressive. We still had good times as well and tried to have family activities on a regular basis. Sex was rare. We focused on our careers and split the costs at home. In December, I had enough. I told her that I want to change. I want to spend more time together and focus on us, be more present, both physically and emotionally. To my surprise, her reaction was angry, amused. She didn't take me seriously. Told me how can I just assume that I can change like that. Regardless, I am committed to that and decided that from this year onwards, my priority is at home. However, she changed after that conversation, became distant, passive, avoided my look. Then she told me that maybe 2 separate addresses would be better. I was shocked. I had received no warnings, no discussions, no signals. I told her that we could surely make it work in our current setup if we make changes, mainly that I make those priorities and commitments. She was just annoyed. Told me that I do not listen to what she prefers, that now she needs space. I gave her that. At the same time, I could not help noticing that she distanced herself from me. No hearts in messages, no kisses, nothing. This was a drastic change. Then I noticed that she was constantly on her phone, smiling to it. My gut feeling went through the roof. Is she seeing someone? Is there someone who is behind this? Did I trigger her into facing what I want and into conflict? I could sense something was wrong. I asked her, is there another person in her life? No, I just need space. I was not reassured. She was shifty. Then I did what I should not have done. For the first time ever. I regret it, yet it gave me proof. My younger daughter knows her phone's passcode because she watches Netflix sometimes. When she had the phone, I had a look, went to messages, and there it was. She had gone all the way. This happened just recently, a colleague. My heart stopped. I knew we had issues, but that she could have gone and do this. I am sad. Upset. We have a life together. Kids. I need to confront her tomorrow. I need to ask her directly. Tell her that I can feel something is wrong. I would want to forgive her. Go therapy. I am just lost at the moment. I need this to stop. There is so much to throw away. What do I need to do? Story number 5. Girlfriend said I'm unfair for planning to buy a house myself and not put her name on the deeds as a joint homeowner. I have been with my partner for over 3 years, and we've said in the next 5 years it would be nice if we had enough for a deposit for a house. Last month, I won a pretty substantial amount of money, which will allow me to pay a large down payment on the house and get a mortgage. I was talking about this with my partner and mentioned to her that since I would be the one paying the down payment and deposit, that I would only be putting my name as a homeowner. I said I don't expect her to pay towards the mortgage. I'd only expect her to contribute towards utilities. She said I was being unfair since we were planning to buy a house together. I said that if she wants to wait until we both have the money, then that's fine. She said since I have the money now, it makes sense for us to get a house now since it would mean we're not paying rent anymore. I just repeated that if that happens, then I will be the sole homeowner. She again said I was being unfair since it should be both of us, but I just pointed out that I'm the one paying the deposit and down payment, so I'm going to be the one who owns the house. She just repeated that I was being unfair towards her and that we should both be on the deeds as homeowners. How would you handle this? Story number 6. My boyfriend likes big boobs and I am a door. Flat as a board. Hey everyone. Upon a conversation I was having with my boyfriend, the topic of ass or boobs came up, and you all know where I'm going with this. He's a boob guy. He reluctantly said so, which is very obvious why, since I don't have the assets. I can't help but wonder why he'd choose to be with me, though. Let me specify that he was the one that approached me first and kept fighting for me. Realistically speaking, do I even fulfill his needs and likes since I literally have 0 boobs? I wish I had a bigger chest, but it is what it is. It's been making me sad for a while now, but I never cared much about my chest in general. Personally, I'd want my partner to be a bit of my type, but am I really his? What do y'all think? Story number 7. My BF wants kids before marriage to see if I'd make a good mother. I've been dating since July 2023. Close-ish to the start of the relationship, he mentioned he wouldn't get married, unless he had a kid with the woman first so he could see whether she's a good parent or not. I kind of brushed it off as I thought surely he's not serious and it was too early to talk about that. Then a couple months ago it kept bothering me and everyone I asked thought it was weird, so I confronted him about that and I was about to break up with him. He explained that family is the most important thing to him. I can see that through his relationship with his family and multiple times he's reiterated how important family ties are to him. I have no doubt about that. He's Maori for reference, and he would never leave his pregnant girlfriend because he'd be more scared that she'd leave with the kid instead. At least here in Australia, if you have a de facto relationship, it's treated almost like a marriage, so if a guy were to leave, he wouldn't just be able to get up and run with no repercussions. However, I'm just worried that why would a guy not commit until a kid is in the picture? Does that mean my motherhood skills need to fit his criteria? Commitment is a big thing to me, and I really need some more objective advice.